Veganism is defined as a plant-only based diet that excludes any product of animal origin, such as milk, dairy, and eggs.
In 2017, 6% of U.S. consumers now claim to be vegan. As stated by Report Buyer, this is a 1% increase from 2014. In this research, we will analyze the ethical and environmental benefits and drawbacks of veganism, including factors such as reduction of greenhouse gas emissions and reduction of water use, but conversely, increased costs in terms of transportation and resources needed to produce these crops year-round. This research will also evaluate people's general knowledge and awareness of the ethical-based decisions regarding veganism based on a survey of the local Sunni community. A variety of factors may contribute to a person's switch in diet from omnivorous to vegan. Some may be for health reasons, some environmental, and some ethical, such as compassion for animals or their own silent protest towards industrialized agriculture. In 2015, 9.2 billion animals were sent to slaughter in the U.S. alone. 8.8 billion of these animals were chicken. That is over 95%. In addition, the dairy industry supports more than 9 million cows. But in order to produce enough milk for human demand, these cows are to be continuously and forcibly inseminated, as stated by the USDA. Once born, the calves are stripped away from their mothers, causing both of them great distress. A male calf is no use to the dairy farm and is fattened and sent to slaughter. Female calves follow in the mother's footsteps and are put back into the dairy industry. These animals are capable of feeling physical and emotional pain as well. By converting to veganism, one would save on average 100 animals per year. Animal production puts a heavy strain on the environment by requiring more land, more water, more pesticides, and more fertilizers to be used. It pollutes our airways and waterways. While cutting out all food of animal origin is beneficial on some levels, there are factors of veganism that play a harmful role on our environment. For those that supplement their dairy with nut milks such as almond milk, don't take into consideration the amount of water and resources needed to go into producing the almonds themselves. Approximately 23 gallons of water is needed to produce 1 gallon of almond milk alone. On top of this, transportation is needed to get the product to regions where these nuts don't normally grow. Adversely, this is actually less beneficial and adds to the increasing demands of water on the natural growing region. The larger issue at hand is combustion of fossil fuels, which accounts for over half of all greenhouse gases released into our atmosphere. By contributing to this with transportation costs, not much is actually being accomplished, cited by the EPA. We need to understand that it is not only animal farming that adds to our environmental problem. A study done in Italy analyzed several different diets on 3 environmental impacts: damages to human health, damages to the ecosystem quality, and damages to resources. Overall, the convention and organic farming vegan diet had the least average environmental impact compared to conventional farming or omnivorous diets, which was more than twice as harmful to the environment. In the United States in 2010, livestock used approximately 2 billion gallons of water a day, according to the USGS. Approximately 18% of the global greenhouse gas emissions stems from livestock production alone, and about half of that comes from cows due to methane production. Methane is a greenhouse gas that has a global potential 21 times higher than that of carbon dioxide. Despite the benefits veganism has on water usage and greenhouse gas emissions worldwide, it is only beneficial if grown locally and not imported. A vegan diet also requires an abundance of soy products. When farming these crops, the soil must be rotated with other grains, many of which are not in demand greatly by humans. These crops are desired by cattle for grazing, however. In essence, it is an ongoing cycle in which we depend on these animals. The demand for water to grow these crops is also high compared to beef as well. A study shown on a Swedish port compared food origin with energy used to produce the food and the greenhouse gas created afterward. In nearly all food types, it took less energy to have the food grown in different countries and shipped in. However, this created more greenhouse gas compared to locally grown. Taking from this, if one's goal is to do their best to benefit the environment, a local organic omnivorous diet is their best decision. Vegan diets, however, are still more sustainable than conventional omnivorous diets, but supporting your local farms benefits both economy and ecology of the natural region. Based on a survey taken by local students, only 3% said they eat organic regardless of their diet. Only 21% of these responses actually know where their food comes from. 5%, however, being of those who buy what they think is organic from a local grocery store. When presented the option of more economically feasible prices for organic items, many said they would make the switch and stray away from industrialized agriculture. My conclusion here is that while animal agriculture at an industrialized level is harmful to our environment, veganism is not going to make the impact many people think it will. To really make the difference you want to see, converting to organic, locally grown products will have the most impact. Taking on a plant-based diet will always be controversial, and more studies need to be done to get a more concise answer. The next step is getting other people to understand how important this matter actually is.